analysis for Tuesday, the 14th of March 2023. We'll be breaking down the chart to show you the exact zones where price could close above for potential buys or close below for potential sells as well. So looking at the previous daily candle closing strong bullish, breaking above this daily resistance and those wicks on the left, tapping into this previous daily support area. Now, if you've seen the analysis posted yesterday, I've mentioned how this weekly candle closed bullish, tapping and respecting this weekly support around 1810. And this bottom wick on the previous weekly candle, we identified that as the liquidity grab on the high time frame, like the weekly and the monthly. Now, obviously, I didn't expect for price to break the high straight away and then continue bullish. I expected a minor retracement for the new weekly candle to form a bottom wick to at least 1855. And the reason why I'm mentioning 1855 is because if you drop down to the daily time frame, what we can see is this is the previous daily resistance that was formed on the 6th of March. So that was also the reason why I was looking at this is because we've already formed a deeper liquidity grab on the weekly time frame. So I didn't expect for price to dip as far as this weekly support again. So, and obviously this move up was due to the Silicon Valley Bank collapse that happened during the weekend. So dropping down to the low time frame to break down the chart, and what we can see, daily bullish, the 4 hour. The last time we formed support on 4 hour time frame was on Friday during the Asian session. Now we're gonna have to refer to the low time frame, like the hourly time frame, and what we can see is we have the most recent 1 hour support around 1904,900. We have the most recent 1 hour resistance at 1911,600. And now we can adjust that to when we drop to the 30-minute time frame, we have the same level of support, and we have this 30-minute resistance around 1913,800. Dropping down to the 15-minute time frame, I would say we could adjust the support to 1904,700 and the resistance to 1914,600. Now to look for the like the no trade zone, this is too close to look for no trade zones, like for potential buys. So when going on the daily, and just to look on the left, obviously we've got these rejection wicks. Dropping down to the 4 hour time frame and going back all the way to what we can see is we've had this previous 4 hour resistance, and that's around 1918,200. So this is a small range. So maybe the new daily candle wick will wick to this area and then retrace and then potentially continue bullish or just retracing all the way down. So ideally is to look for buys above, on close above 1918,200 as price break and close above this 4 hour resistance. And for potential sells, going back to the left, we have this 1 hour support. So this is going to be our no trade zone. And now to look for potential buys. Because there has been a lot of volume in the market, we are going to, here's the thing, okay? So on the hourly, on this no trade zone, this is a large no trade zone. That's roughly around 140 pips. And the reason for that is because price has been moving like crazy lately. So we're going to have to adapt to not just how price is moving, but the size of the candle, the price action. Because when you measure certain candles, like for example this one, that's roughly measuring, this hourly candle roughly measuring like around 160 pips. So we're going to have to adapt to the current price action. So going back to actually the monthly, and what we can see is we have the most recent monthly resistance at 1928,800. That's a monthly resistance formed on in February. Dropping down to the weekly time frame, we have a weekly resistance, the same level. A daily time frame, we have this previous daily support around the 1922, and then dropping down to the 4 hour time frame, we have this previous 4 hour support, but then the next level of resistance is all the way to 1956. That's too far. But what I've noticed is when you look on the monthly, what we could do is we have those targets. We've got this monthly resistance at 1928 or 1930 formed in February, and we have this monthly resistance formed last year in April 2022. So the first target could be 1929 200, targeting this monthly resistance. The next target could be 1937, targeting this monthly resistance formed in April 2022. Now to look for sells, we've got this clean traffic on the left on the daily time frame, but we're going to have to drop it down to the low time frame. So we have an hourly support at 1896 600, and we have another hourly support at 1883 900. Let's have a look. So the first target for sells would be 1896 600, targeting this 1 hour support. The next target for sells, I would say 1889 700, targeting this 1 hour previous resistance.